Yo, what is going on, YouTube? I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. It's Mr. Banana Gaming. So real quick, I do have the Samson Q9X. I'm going to jump right into this, by the way. And I'm not going to go into all the technical settings of my GoXLR Mini. The GoXLR Mini has been out for, I think, 4 years now, 5 years. And there's plenty of YouTube videos out there discussing everything in here. The main reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people have asked me what my equalizer settings are for this particular microphone. And I would say it's pretty fair to say that this does apply to both the Samson Q9U as well as the Samson Q9X. The only difference is the Q9U has the USB output option, and this Q9X is just strictly the XLR version. So I am coming from the Shure SM7B, and I really enjoyed that microphone, but I gave it to a friend, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be willing to break the bank for another $400. So I went with the Q9X for $100 on sale on Amazon. And honestly, I think it's really good. From a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best for this microphone out of the box, I'll be transparent. I would give it a 5. This microphone is probably not going to sound very good out of the box on the GoXLR. So you're going to definitely need to do some EQing for your voice. So let's dive right into it and talk about what I'm doing. So I'm by no means an audio guy. So I'm going to cut straight to the point and be kind of dry with all this information. But this right here, the 90 hertz, 160 hertz are going to be your bass. I do like to keep my bass a little bit higher, but not too high, because in the game, for Call of Duty at least, it does sound kind of muddy when it's too high, and I don't want it to be overly powerful in the bass. So if you actually lower this will completely take the bass out of your voice. And I know a lot of people say that this isn't really important, but if you want like that deeper voice, like I prefer, you can either leave it at 0 if you have a voice that's similar to mine, that is, or even increase it to 1 or 2. If you go any higher than 2, it's gonna sound super bassy like this. And you can, like, if you have earbuds or headphones on, you can definitely tell the difference. So I like to leave it at 1 or 2. So I'm gonna put mine at 1 for now. This here is where the mud comes in. So we're at 0. So if you go all the way up, you can tell it's super muddy, and all the way down, it's gonna be super dry and kind of airy. So I would always recommend, no matter what type of voice you have, to just leave that alone. And then going into the 480 hertz, this is going to be your broadcast sound. So this, for me personally, is where I tend to have probably the most struggle, because I really enjoy the broadcast sound, and a lot of people don't. So if you go all the way up, this is going to sound like you're talking into a box, and all the way down, it's going to sound, very kind of borderline muddy. So a lot of people tend to leave this at anywhere between 0, if you like that broadcast sound, -1, -2, and -3. A lot of people do not go past -3. I actually like to push the limits a little bit and go to -4 or maybe even -5. And the only reason why that is because you have to understand that for my voice, this is all the way down to -9. So I don't want it to sound like that, but I definitely want it to sound broadcasty. So I think -4 is a happy middle for all of that. Going into the 1.5 kilohertz, this is going to be more of your S's. So if you go all the way up, you can definitely tell that my S's are going to be very pronounced. So if I say sugar, sugarland, candy, system of a down, pretty intense there. So you can either leave this at 0 or -1, which is what I like to do. This here is going to go into your highs. So you don't really want your highs to be, in my situation at least, to be too pronounced. A lot of people actually end up turning this up to 2, or even leaving it at 0. Now, again, everyone's voices, everyone's hearing is going to be different, and nobody likes the sound of their own voice. But I wanted to just do this so you know what it sounds like. And then the reason why I have mine set to 1 is so that way I can have a little bit of a high roll off. And then right here, the 0, the 7.8, I just leave that at 0. But again, you can set this to whatever you think is best for your voice. So I hope this helped you guys. Again, feel free to use my GoXLR settings as a baseline if you think that your voice sounds like mine. And I know nobody likes the sound of their own voice. So it's always good to get your audience's feedback on what they think it sounds and how it sounds. And everyone's perception of sound is different. Everyone's phones are different. There's just a lot of elements here to consider. So just use this as the baseline. I really do hope this helps. And again, I'm using the Samson Q9X paired with this GoXLR Mini.